For the smooth flow of our program and to minimize technical problems, kindly pay attention to the following. First, you are encouraged to turn on your video at all times. Second, we shall observe one mic rule. Kindly mute your microphone unless the facilitator acknowledged you and asked you to share your thoughts. Third, you may jot down important notes and reminders while the orientation is ongoing. Fourth, for easy identification, may we request you to change your displayed name following this format. Grade level of your children dash your name. For example, grade 7 dash Juan de la Cruz. For parents who have 2 or more children studying at San Jose Academy, please feel free to choose among your children based on the grade level that you wish to appear on your displayed name and on the breakout session that you wish to join in. Please refrain from taking screenshots or any form of recording of the orientation. For your data protection, please do not share your email and password to anyone. Also, do not share the link, meeting ID, or password of a Zoom meeting to anyone not included in the orientation. And lastly, if you have any questions or clarifications, you may share it during the breakout sessions with the class advisor. It has been a year since the COVID-19 pandemic severely affected our lives. The pain caused by this health crisis still persists and will continue to stay with us for a long time. Nevertheless, we cannot let this challenge hinder us from providing quality education and formation to your children. Our present condition may still be difficult, and many things may be unpredictable, but we shall never give up because we believe that through our continuous collaboration, we will be able to surpass this difficult situation. Together, we still can. A grace-filled afternoon, our dear parents, administrators, fellow faculty members, and staff of San Jose Academy. I am Ms. Frances Erica D. Valencia, your host for today. Welcome to our virtual parents orientation for school year 2021 to 2022. To start with, let us watch the opening billboard of the different students' activities last school year 2020 to 2021. Let us ask the Lord's guidance for the success of this orientation and also for this school year. Together, let us remember that we are in the loving presence of God and praise His holy name. In the name of the Father, and of the Son, and of the Holy Spirit. Amen. Most loving Father, model of parenthood, teach us to become good parents. Teach us what we should teach our children and what we should withhold from them. Help us to listen to them with patience and to answer their questions with kindness. Show us when we should reprove them and when we should praise them. Give us the imagination to enter into their world in order to understand and guide them. Teach us to always love our children, even if we sometimes do not understand them. Grant us all the virtues we need to lead them by word and example in the path of righteousness. And most of all, give us the love we need to nurse their light. This we ask through Christ our Lord. Amen. Saint Joseph, pray for us. In the name of the Father, and of the Son, and of the Holy Spirit. Amen. At this point, may we request everyone to stand as we sing the Philippine National Anthem.
Hosenians, ang pambansang awit ng Pilipinas.
You may now be seated. In behalf of the San Jose Academy community, it is an honor to have the opportunity today to thank you for entrusting to us your children's education. Of course, we are grateful for your presence, our dear parents. Thank you very much for being with us today despite of your busy schedule. At San Jose Academy, we know that it is our shared responsibility to prepare you and your children for another year of learning in the new normal education setup. And as part of our collaborative efforts to cater to the needs of your children, let us listen and be enlightened on what the Academy has to offer. With this, allow me to give you the specific objectives of this parents' orientation. First is to familiarize you with the school's vision and mission, to inform you about the new academic program, Flex Leap Light, and its grading system, to present to you the new provisions in terms of discipline, to introduce the ESC for grades 7 to 10, and acquaint you with the new normal setup of different student services, namely the CCF, Health, Guidance Office, Library, and Student Activity Program. Lastly, of course, is to establish a wholesome homeschool relationship. And now let us listen to our passionate, hardworking, and dedicated school principal, Mr. Rafael Patrick M. Pecco, for his welcome message.
Thank you very much, Ms. Francis. A pleasant afternoon po, our dear parents and guardians, as well as to our faculty members and school personnel. Welcome to another school year here in San Jose Academy. I am much grateful that you continue to put your trust in our learning community as we engage in another unusual school year, this 2021-2022, in this remarkable moment in our lifetime. Umaasa po kami that during the school break, you all have had ample time for some very well-deserved rest and preparation for another year of learning, especially as we take good care of your children. We return to a school year with as many challenges as the first. The pandemic still continues to rage in the world. At present, tayo po ay nasa ECQ pa rin, as enhanced community quarantine yet again. And here in Navotas City, we have around 340 positive cases as of yesterday. The virus did not allow us to be physically together as there is no effective and safe vaccine yet for our children and our learners. Under these circumstances, we will continue with our flexible distance learning program, and we call this FlexLeap Lite for this year. We are inspired by the realizations and reflections we have collectively done last school year. If you could still remember, for our grade 8 to 10 parents, we have administered a survey to evaluate all the things that we have done last school year. And from it, we have gained valuable experiences, and ultimately, it made us realize that our school's vision and mission as an academic institution is valid more than ever. Allow us to share with you the reasons why we are existing as an institution. These are the goals and the purpose of the academy, what we wanted to see and your children to become.
San Jose Academy, guided by its patron Saint Joseph, is a Christ-centered community committed to create responsible Christian achievers through excellent Catholic education. Our mission for the children: we develop Hosenians to become high achievers through effective communication and critical thinking. Our mission for the church: we form Christ-living witnesses, actively participating in the salvific mission of the church. Our mission for the school community: we promote professional, dynamic, and joyful learning environment through our commitment and unity. Our mission for the country: we instill a genuine love for country that manifests in productive citizenship and servant leadership.
Our dear parents and guardians, ang narinig po ninyo ay ang vision mission statements ng paaralan. These vision mission statements will continue to guide us in all the interactions, the programs and innovations for all of your learners, for all of your children, to make them become responsible Christian achievers through two things. One, we shall keep the spirit of collaboration, trust, and understanding because we are one community. Magkatuwang po tayo sa pagkatuto ng inyong mga anak. And second, we will make it possible through excellent Catholic education. There are three specific areas have come up in our experience of last school year's flexible distance learning program. They are connection, connectivity, and effectivity. The connections that we keep are the networks we celebrate. These connections are part of the day-to-day things of learning that your children are doing, even though we are doing it distance learning or virtually. This connection is very important, especially for us humans, as we know that we can learn from others. Your child can learn from other children, and that they should learn for others. Second, we look into connectivity. Even if some schools have thrived, we have seen a greater gap in the infrastructure of connecting with people. For in the Philippines, we have seen technologies will have to adapt to what is given. Some schools will have, while some schools will have none. And we are thankful because most of you here are given have access to these technologies. But to whom much is given, much is also expected. These reality check will even invite us to look for ways to reach out even if we have this felt knowledge of the difficulty to carry on amidst the challenges that we are all facing today. At ang huli, effectivity. We are also asked how our work has been effective with and for people. Our generation will have to tell the story of how our learning communities have taken courage despite the many challenges that it has encountered. Our generation will have to bear witness to how it has been grateful for the blessings that have been received and have shared. Bilang pong isang Kristiyanong paaralan, Katolikong institusyon, tinuturuan po natin ang ating mga anak na hindi lamang tulungan ang kanilang sarili. At habang ginagawa po nila iyon, ay tumitingin din po tayo sa labas ng bintana. This school year, we are hopeful and at the same time hope-filled because we take pride in the strong lineup of teaching and non-teaching personnel who will serve as your partners in ensuring your children's learning and development. Panoorin at kilalanin po natin ang bumubuo sa kawani at mga kaguruan ng San Jose Academy para sa school year 2021-2022.
Our dear Josenians, here are our caring, competent, and compassionate administrators and school personnel of San Jose Academy for school year 2021-2022. The Board of Trustees, headed by our Chairman, Most Reverend Pablo Virgilio S. David Didi, Reverend Father Kennedy A. Neral, Vice Chairperson, Reverend Father Jeronimo Maria J. Cruz as member, Reverend Father Rufino P. Yabut as member and school chaplain, and Mr. Mark V. Hernandez as member and school consultant. The school administrators, Reverend Father Jeronimo Maria J. Cruz, School Director, Mr. Rafael Patrick M. Pecjo, School Principal and Senior High School Coordinator. The members of the Executive Council, Ms. Jennifer M. Gresha, Academic Affairs Head, Ms. Lorraine P. Villoferte, Student Affairs Head, Mrs. Maria Lourdes B. Brioso, Center for Christian Formation Head, Mr. Isagani F. Gonzalez, Support Services Head, Mr. Joji B. Wanerio, Finance Office and Human Resource Office Head, Mr. Christian C. De Leon, School Registrar, Ms. Lucia F. Andan, Teacher Mentor and Administrative Consultant. The Teaching Workforce, the Araling Panlipunan Department, headed by its coordinator, Mrs. Annie C. Velasco. The Christian Living Department, headed by its coordinator, Mrs. Maria Lourdes B. Brioso. The Early Childhood Education Department, headed by its coordinator, Ms. Tracy S. Cruz. The English Department, headed by Ms. Frances Erica D. Valencia as coordinator. The Filipino Department, with Mr. Dilson C. Robles as coordinator. The MAPE Department, headed by Ms. Gemma C. Amande as coordinator. The Mathematics Department, headed by Mr. Eleazar B. Luciano as the coordinator. The Science Department, headed by Mrs. Rebecca D. De Ocampo as coordinator. And the TLE Department, with Mr. Alvin V. Torquator as the coordinator. The Accounting Office Personnel, the Guidance Office Personnel, Health Services Team, Human Resource Office, the Library, Prefect of Students, and the Support Services.
Our dear parents, sila po at kami po ang kasama po ninyo sa paglalakbay po natin para sa school year 2021-2022 na ito. We as your partners will do our best to talk the walk and walk the talk. Talking the walk will have to mean that we need to communicate the good practices that our school is doing. It is good to go back to these things and say to ourselves and ask, how has this year has been? What are the good things that we have done? And how have we shared this with the stakeholders that we've had? And ultimately, how can we improve to further the mission of learning? Walking the talk is giving witness to what we are preaching and to what we are practicing. It will be no instant solution, but we will work together with you, our dear parents and guardians, to build on a future that may not be our own. It will be for the next generation and our children's children. This afternoon, our Parents Orientation Program will feature discussion of updates in the academic policies, student services, ESC subsidy, among others. After the plenary session, you will go to different breakout rooms to meet with your children's class advisors and for some additional reminders. I hope that you enjoy the rest of the program and we look forward to a hopeful and hope-filled school year 2021-2022. May God's love and grace be our inspiration. Mag-ingat po tayo and stay healthy as we continue to strive and to thrive in loving and serving God in all. A pleasant afternoon po sa inyong lahat. Hail San Jose.
Thank you, Sir Pecco. It is indeed the mission of the Academy to treasure, nurture, and protect each learner amidst this pandemic. And we can only do it by putting our faith in God and believing in our ability to succeed as well. And now, allow us to enlighten you on the academics and interim grading system of our flexible distance learning program, LIGHT. To share and explain on this, let us all welcome Ms. Jennifer M. Gresha, our Academic Affairs Head. Let us give her a virtual applause.
Thank you very much, Ms. Frances, and good afternoon to all our parents. So for this afternoon, I am tasked to discuss to you our interim grading system as part of our FlexLeap Live. To start, we just want to reiterate that the school and the home are partners. We are collaborators in making each learner successful in their life. The teachers and the parents work hand in hand to provide the necessary guidance, support, and encouragement to ensure the progress of your child and to unleash their potentials. With this, the Department of Education also made measures to guarantee that students still acquire the necessary skills and competencies even in distance learning. One way is through the adoption of the most essential learning competencies or MELCs and by issuing the Department Order Number 31 series of 2020. So this provides guidelines on the interim grading system that will be in effect during this pandemic. These guidelines are guided by the following principles. 1, assessment should be holistic and authentic in capturing the attainment of the most essential learning competencies. Assessment shall not only measure the knowledge of the learner, but more importantly, how the concepts are applied in real life. Second, assessment is integral for understanding student learning and development. A variety of assessment strategies is necessary, with formative assessment taking priority to inform and promote growth and mastery. In this case, teachers employ different strategies to monitor the students' performance. Formative assessments are means to measure students' progress if they are ready to be given summative assessment. They shall also give feedback on how the students can improve their work. We also have summative assessments that will measure if the students already mastered the content and performance standards prescribed by the Department of Education. Fourth, assessment and feedback should be a shared responsibility among teachers, learners, and their families. So sama-sama po tayo dito para po sa inyong mga anak. Fifth, assessment and grading should have a positive impact on learning. Grades are not given not just to measure intelligence or skills, but also it is a means for students to be aware on what and how they are learning. So dapat po conscious yung mga anak po natin kung ano nga ba yung kanilang natututunan at paano po sila natututo para din po ma-improve po nila yung kanilang mga sarili. The role of the parents and the teachers are crucial in guiding and continuously encouraging the learners. As mentioned earlier, we have variety of assessments which can be given either individually, by pair, or by group. These activities target the 21st century skills. Differentiated instruction is essential to individualize learning and to give activities suited for multiple intelligences. We know that our students have different contexts. So sa pag-design po natin ng atin pong instruction and sa atin pong assessments, kino-consider din po natin yung pagkakaiba-iba nila, gayon din po kung paano sila natututo. So some students po are visual learners, tactile learners, o kaya naman po ay auditory learners. So we see to it that we give variety of activities para po natatarget natin at na-address yung kanila pong mga pangangailangan. Also, by giving real-life application of the concepts, learners will see that what they are learning are relevant and important. This school year, the weight of the written exams are lessened. However, giving summative assessments twice a quarter is still necessary to monitor students' learning. In the next slide, as what you can see on the screen, we have lessened the screen time for our students. So dear parents, please note that we'll listen to your feedbacks. Your feedbacks are important to us in order for us to better our services to your children. So this school year, the screen time is reduced. The time allotted for synchronous and asynchronous sessions for each subject is flashed on the screen. If you can see the one in yellow, so we have allotted engagement blocks every after subject. So the engagement block is designed in order for students to ask assistance, to ask their questions or make clarification on the lessons or in the activities that the teachers want them to do. So if in case that they will not be asking questions, they can use this engagement block hours in order for them to do their asynchronous activity, to continue their activities after class. So we have also adjusted the schedule of the second period. We start our second period at 1 p.m. to ensure that the learners have enough time to rest and to eat their meals together with their family members. We also have engagement blocks in the scheduled Saturdays. So ito po ay mga extra consultation sessions sa atin po mga subject teachers. So the class advisors po will just give you the schedule kung kailan po yung mga Saturdays na pwede pong mag-consult ang inyong mga anak sa kanila pong mga teachers. Another change that we do this year is to institutionalize the integrative performance task. So we have reconfigured the quality and the quantity of students' outputs by designing more authentic and more integrative assessments for all students. So every quarter, the learners will only do one to 3 performance tasks. So nag-combine po yung mga teachers in designing one particular performance task for their subjects. So they will collaborate and will give the same performance task. So this integrative performance task is aimed at making sense of the lessons discussed, to see the interrelatedness of the subject. So for example po, Filipino, AP, Science, and Math will collaborate in one performance task. So isang performance task targeting the 4 subjects. So makikita po ng mga estudyante natin na yung mga concept pala sa Filipino, sa Math, sa Science, at sa AP ay pwede pong konektado sa isa't isa. So they will see that what they are learning is relevant. At ano po pala, hindi pala siya isolated doon sa iba. And these performance tasks are designed to give to the students real-life application of the concepts. So how will they make sense of the topics in mathematics in real life? Yun po yung target nitong integrative performance task natin. So according to the Department Order 30 series of 2020, they have changed the components and the weights in the grading system. So for grade 7 to 10, ito po ang ating weight at yung mga component po ng bawat subject. For Filipino, English, Araling Panlipunan, Christian Living, for grade 9, they have research po. Written work is 40% and performance task is 60%. For Science, Math, Statistics for grade 10, 50% for written work, and 50% for performance tasks. For MAPE and PLE, we have 30% written work and 70% for performance tasks. So kung makikita po natin, mas malaki po yung component ng ating performance tasks. Dahil ito po yung mga actual practical application kung talaga pong nakuha nila yung mga concepts at yung mga skills na kailangan po ay na-acquire nila in that grade level. For their conduct and co-curricular grades or the club grades that they have, we do not use numerical grades, but instead we use letter grades. So if they receive the letter grade of A, it means that they got 95 to 100, A minus for 90 to 94, B for 85 to 89, B minus for 80 to 84, C for 75 to 79, and F for 70 to 74. So ito po yung meaning ng mga letters na iyan. I would also like to share about the different awards that we give to our students and how what is the basis of our honors. So first, we have the quarterly honors. For a student to be qualified in the quarterly honors, they should not have grades lower than 85 in any subject, and they shall have at least A minus in conduct and co-curricular grade. The quarterly general average with 2 decimal places shall be the basis for the quarterly awards. So if their average is 98.00 and above, they will get with highest honors, 95 to 97.99 with honors, 90 to 94.99, that is with honors. Please take note that for grade 9 and 10, included po yung research saka yung statistics dun po sa basis of honors po natin. So kasama rin po sila na dapat po yung kanilang grade sa research and sa kanila pong statistics is hindi po below 85. For our year-end honors, which is the basis during our recognition day, the candidates of honors must have at least 1 year residency. They shall not have grades lower than 85 in all quarters and a conduct and co-curricular grades not lower than A minus in all quarters. The final average with 2 decimal places shall be the basis of the year-end awards. So if they get with highest honors, they will receive a gold medal. silver medal for with honors, and bronze medal for with honors. During the flexible distance learning program, we do not give recognition for best in conduct, but instead, we have the Flexemplary Participation Award. So the Flexemplary Participation Award is given to students in recognition of their efforts in attending and participating in their classes. The context of each learner is taken into consideration in coming up with the criteria of selection. So in our program, we consider po that we have full access learners na meron po silang connection sa internet at meron din po silang gadgets that they can use during the synchronous session. Meron din po tayong mga limited access students na nagsishare ng gadget sa kanila pong mga kapatid o kaya naman po ay hindi po constant na meron po silang internet connection. So based po sa kanilang mode of learning, nandun po yung ating criteria for Flexemplary Participation Award. So we recognize that during this pandemic, it's a struggle for everyone na makapag-participate dito sa ating klase. Kaya po para doon sa consistently persevering doon po sa pag-participate sa klase natin, we give recognition to them through the Flexemplary Participation Award. For full access learners, these are given to students who are punctual and have attended all flag ceremony sessions and synchronous sessions. They should actively participate in all synchronous sessions, including homeroom and club meetings. They have submitted all their outputs on time, and they have consistently have their microphones and cameras on. So it is a requirement for full access learners to have a working camera and microphone. For our limited access students, they must be able to answer and submit all their modules submitted online. And if they have concerns or questions, they must be in constant communication with their subject teachers. So the subject teachers po will be giving their consultation period. They can use the same engagement block, or they can send a private message to the teacher in case they need assistance. So please take note that for our limited access students, the periods of homeroom, club meetings are taken fully online. So kahit po LA students sila, pero tuwing homeroom at club meeting, kasama po nila yung mga full access learners din po natin. So there is a selection committee composed of the class advisor, subject teachers, librarian, and guidance officers who will deliberate who will receive the award every quarter. At the end of the year, those students who are consistent Flexemplary awardees will be given a gold medal. We also have another award, which is the Subject Excellence Award, given to students who obtained the highest final grade of at least 90 for each subject. They shall not have grades lower than 85 in any quarter in any subject, and a conduct and co-curricular grade of at least A- in all quarters. We also consider that some students are having difficulty in submitting their requirements. So in case that the quarter already ended and they failed to submit the needed requirement, hindi naman po agad-agad na ibabagsak po natin yung bata. So we will be giving them chance na ma-comply yung kanila pong mga requirements. However, ang marireceive po nila sa kanilang card, if they missed a major activity, if they missed a major exam, or if they fail to submit all the requirements, they will see on the online grading system that their grades are blank. So para sa mga subject na hindi po sila nakapag-submit, blank grade po yung kanilang marireceive. They will be given 2 weeks after the viewing of grades to submit the needed requirements or to take the examinations that they missed. After the given time, the teacher shall encode the grades of the student based on the submitted requirements. So kung ano po yung kanila pong maipasa. In case po talaga na hindi po sila nakapagpasa kahit na ilang follow-up na, nakausap na po si parent, nag-extend na po tayo ng deadlines po sa kanila at hindi pa rin po sila nag-submit, they will receive 70 for that subject in that quarter. Okay po. So yung giving of cards naman po, hindi naman po yun agad-agad right after the exam. So they have at most around 1 month to complete the needed requirements. Students with very grave reason, for example, they were hospitalized or they were quarantined during this period and they were not able to comply with the 2 weeks, they will be given extra consideration, given that the parents and the guardians are able to communicate their situation to the class advisor. Hindi naman po tayo ganun ka-stricto sa mga ito and we consider na during the pandemic, meron po talaga tayong mga pinagdadaanan. Ang importante lang po dito, dear parents, ay hindi po agad sa mga class advisors yung situation po ninyo namin, paano po kayo lalong-lalo yung mga anak ninyo. Who are very willing to assist your child in all the things that they need dito po sa education natin. So magsabi lang po kayo para ma-assist po natin kayo. However, this sana humanong sa ganito yung inyong mga anak kasi magpa-pile up po yung kanila pong mga requirements. Of course, during this time, they have already started a new quarter. So the things that they need to learn and they need to submit will add doon sa kanila pong backlogs. Kaya naman po, importante po sana that you also monitor the submissions po of your children and to assess them if needed. Please also take note that students with blank grades shall be disqualified for honors for that quarter and shall automatically be disqualified in the year-end honors. Except po doon sa very grave reason na atin pong nabanggit kanina. So, these are the things that I want to share with you in the different academic programs and policies under the FlexLeap Live. To end, I just want to emphasize that a closer homeschool partnership is key for the success of the education of any learner. So, improved communication between teachers and parents shall be ensured in our aim to continue to nurture, protect, and treasure each learner as Saint Joseph did. Thank you very much, dear parents, and have a blessed day.
Thank you, Ms. Gresha, for enlightening us on the academics and interim grading system for school year 2021 to 2022. We hope that our parents now have a clearer view of the things they will expect in terms of academic and grading system for this school year. For concerns regarding the recorded session of the meeting, dear parents, don't worry, as this recorded session will be uploaded to YouTube on the following days. In case you still have questions, you may direct the questions to the class advisors later during the concurrent session or write them down in the evaluation forms which will be sent to you later. Enrolling your children in a private school might be one of the major decisions you made in this time of pandemic. Thus, it is important that we know how we can be assisted financially through available government subsidies. And so to discuss on this, let us all listen to Mrs. Cassandra S. Batoon, our high school guidance officer.
San Jose Academy is one of the private Catholic schools in the country that makes quality education accessible to all learners with the help of government assistance to students and teachers in private education or GASPE, which was amended by the Republic Act No. 8545 This mandate provides the legal basis for state-funded programs of financial assistance to stakeholders in private education. The subsidy from this program is called Education Service Contracting or ESC grant. The program beneficiaries are called ESC grantees. The ESC program aims to democratize and improve access to quality junior high school education through government extension of financial assistance to deserving grade school graduates who wish to pursue their junior high school education in the private schools. The amount of subsidy is 13,000 pesos per grantee for an entire school year. Conditions of the ESC grant. The ESC grant shall cover 4 years of junior high school from grade 7 to grade 10. The provision of ESC grant starts at the grade 7 level. No new grant shall be awarded at higher grade levels. The grant is renewed for the next school year if the student is promoted to the next grade level. There is no maintaining grade required for the retention in the program. The grant is terminated if the student drops out for non-health reasons in the middle of the school year, does not re-enroll in the following school year, fails to be promoted to the next grade level or is retained in the same grade level, is suspended for more than 2 weeks, dismissed or expelled by the school for disciplinary reasons, and transferred to a non-ESC participating school. A grantee that dropped out due to prolonged illness, accident, or death of a parent guardian may be readmitted into the ESC program provided that they submit relevant documents to support their claim. Application forms and list of other requirements are available at the Registrar's Office. For over 51 years, San Jose Academy will continue with its mission in delivering excellent quality Catholic education to all Josenians. With our flexible distance learning program Light, together we still can.
Thank you very much, Mrs. Batoon. As we shifted to flexible distance learning program last school year, the policies on discipline were reviewed and revised according to the new learning modality and individual context of our learners. And as the days went by until the end of school year 2020 to 2021, we were able to observe, evaluate, and improve our student discipline and deportment according to the various needs of our students in different grade levels. With this, our prefect of students, Mrs. Marifael Fajota, shall discuss to us the important updates on behavior expectations that will be in place for this school year. Let us watch this.
As we stay true to our promise of delivering the best education for all Osenians, the policies on disciplines have been reviewed and revised. Other offenses which were in place in the previous school year may be reviewed in the pathways. Here are some of the new important provisions that will be in place in the FlexD LEAP Lite. Minor offenses. First, attendance. Students' attendance in class and in all activities will be checked. Students who join the class after 15 minutes shall be considered late. After 30 minutes, they shall be marked absent. Students will not be marked tardy or absent if he or she was able to communicate his or her difficulty connecting to the internet. The following is schedule of penalties for tardiness. Fifth occurrence, oral reprimand. 10th occurrence, written warning and letter to parents for information. 15th occurrence, conference of parents with POS and counseling of students. 20th occurrence, offense shall be considered as major offense. Second, prescribe attire. To help in setting the mood for studying, all students shall follow the prescribed attire composed of colored coded shirt or blouse and polo shirt. On Monday, any SNJA shirt such as club shirt, PE shirt, 50th shirt, I Love SNJA, and 500 Year of Christianity shirt. Tuesday, any white shirt. On Wednesday, any yellow shirt. Thursday, any green shirt. On Friday, any SNJA shirt such as club shirt, PE shirt, 50th shirt, I Love SNJA, and 500 Year of Christianity shirt. This shall be partnered with either jogging pants, pants or knee-length shorts. On PE day, students shall wear jogging pants. Third, haircut and hair color. Students must always keep their natural hair color. As access to salons, barbershops is limited, the ideal haircut may not be followed. However, all students may regularly trim their hair and keep it neat and tidy. Unnatural shaped parts of the hair are not allowed. Fourth, behavior during online classes. To ensure that disruptions are avoided during classes, all students shall A. Keep their video cameras on. B. Create profiles using their own formal picture and complete name. It shall not have any demeaning or derogatory language or contain images deemed vulgar or offensive. C. Students shall not utter malicious, profane, negative words or offensive comments against their classmates, parents, teachers, or any school personnel during online class or in social media including group chats. Fifth, to protect the students from identity theft, the Academy asks the students to refrain from posting any school document online. Posting of pictures and or videos taken during online classes which may be deemed inappropriate by the Academy is also not allowed. First time, oral reprimand by the teacher or POS, which must be noted on the student handbook, or should the erring student be not in the classroom, the teacher or POS may note the offense on the student handbook. Second time, written warning and letter to parents for information. Third time, conference of parents with POS and counseling of POS with students. Fourth time, offense shall be considered as a major offense. First, the Academy upholds the value of integrity. Any form of cheating or plagiarism will not be tolerated. Dishonesty during exams, tests, quizzes, or class activities, which is defined but not limited to using unauthorized notes, browsing the internet, using cell phones, or taking screenshots of the exams, are considered cheating. Students caught cheating during examinations will get 0 in that exam. Second, judicious use of technology is a must. Students should refrain from A. Taking malicious screenshots or any form of recording of the video conference and posting them online or in any messaging platform. B. Cyberbullying, which includes but not limited to harassing, impersonating, excluding, uttering defamatory words, or any form of bullying done through the use of technology. Letter C. Posting or sharing a picture of oneself with immodest body exposure or in an indecent or sexually provoking position as may be determined by the school administration. D. Creating false San Jose Academy or San Jose Academy related sites or accounts. If the student commits a major offense, It shall merit a conference of parents with the POS and counseling of students with the POS in every occurrence. Improved communication between teachers and parents shall be ensured in honing the character and values of a child. Let us continue to form responsible Christian achievers. Together, we still can.
Thank you, Mrs. Fajota, for enlightening our dear parents on the proper behavior that their children should practice and maintain in the distance learning setup. Under the Flexible Distance Learning Program Lite, we at San Jose Academy shall do our best to provide our dear students the programs and activities that will develop their overall well-being. Thus, our different student services shall be made available to address the developmental needs of our students. With this, let's have Ms. Lorraine T. Villafuerte, our Student Affairs Head, as she shares the different student services.
Thank you, Ms. Valencia. Good afternoon, dear parents. Despite the challenges brought by this pandemic, the Academy will continue to offer holistic formation and services to all Hosenians, even in the remote setup. Thus, we have different student services such as Catholic formation, guidance services, health services, library services, prefect of students, and student activities that will still be available to cater the needs of the students. And to acquaint you on these services, please watch this video.
Center for Christian Formation. The office takes care of the Christian formation, personal renewal, and social commitment of every Hosenian. It is composed of 3 offices: Christian Living, Campus Ministry, and Pastoral Ministry. The Christian Living Department provides a program focused on the essentials of the faith, connecting doctrine, morals, and prayer worship in an integrated, harmonious approach necessary for the holistic grasp of the faith of Hosenians, even in pandemic setups. Campus Ministry focuses on the spiritual growth of the Hosenian community through various programs including Barkadahan ni San Jose, online concert and recollection, retreats, First Friday Masses, and the like. The said ministry ensures that the spiritual well-being of every Hosenian is being formed into Christ-centered individuals who bear the gospel in the peripheries by preaching through words and actions. Pastoral ministry concentrates on the faith life integration on the personal and communal levels toward experiencing fullness of life through various community outreach programs like Hosenian Co-Love and Community Pantry. Guidance Services. San Jose Academy's Guidance Office is committed to assist Hosenians to develop their holistic needs and overall well-being. The office continues to work closely with school administrators, teachers, staff, and parents to provide better services to Hosenians. Online counseling or psychosocial support service will assist every Hosenian in healing their psychological wounds and rebuilding social structures while or after experiencing crisis, emergency, or critical event. Counseling services will be conducted online considering the confidentiality and safety of the students in every session. Digital standards-based assessment is acquired to objectively validate student achievement. Career Guidance Developmental Service assists Hosenians in planning their future and career through giving information that will help them learn about the world of work and careers so that they can make appropriate decisions that will prepare them for the future. Homeroom and guidance periods are done regularly. Well-planned and thematic homeroom and guidance activities promote unity and camaraderie. This will also provide activities for students to experience meaningful personal, social, emotional, mental, academic, and career development, as well as help them develop trust to open up their problems or concerns. For other information on their programs and services, Hosenians are required to join the Guidance Office official Facebook group. Health services. There are so many ways that the pandemic affected the world. Online health services through medical consultations are currently the safest way to address the medical needs of every Hosenian without leaving their homes. The online medical consultations ensure that all Hosenians will receive the much needed medical advice and utmost care. Our school health services also offer online dental and medical consultations via Zoom with our school physician, dentist, and medical staff. In addition, health and nutrition education is also provided to students to keep them up to date about proper self-care and healthy lifestyle. Library services. In response to the distance learning setup, the Monsignor Jose Mirasol Learning Resource Center launched the Hybrid Library Program to provide students access to information from printed collection to electronic resources. It also provides virtual services such as library instruction and research assistance. To ensure that the library will continue to make reading opportunities possible in the FlexLip Lite, the library has subscribed to World Book Online that provides access to thousands of quality resources which can help the teachers and the students. Students can still request to borrow physical books and other reference materials from the library with the assistance of their parents. The library will also launch MIRA, or Monsignor Jose Mirasol Learning Resource Center information and research assistance for this school year. MIRA will address the queries and will give assistance to students in real time in doing their research and other academic papers. Students may also send their concerns via chat, email, or phone calls during office hours. Important announcements and updates are posted in the library's official Facebook page. Prefect of Students. Monitoring and instilling discipline are the main roles of the Prefect of Students. The POS is in close coordination with the subject teachers and advisors in the supervision of student behavior. Conferences and seminars for both parents and students are conducted through phone calls, video conferences, and other online platforms. Student activity. In the FlexLip Lite, students will be provided with various opportunities and experiences that will nurture the innate capacity of all learners through the student activity program. Virtual leadership formations, seminars, and other co-curricular activities are conducted to nurture the total well-being of all Hosenians. Alternative Classroom Learning Experience, or ACLE, aims to increase learners' awareness about the current and relevant issues of our society today. Different academic, religious, interest, and socio-civic club and organizations will also be offered this school year. Learners may join a club or organization of their interest to discover their talents and capabilities. To be able to connect, interact, and easily disseminate information to all Hosenians, students are required to join the Student Activity official Facebook group.
Through our unity and constant collaboration, we will continue to provide these services to realize and achieve our goal of providing quality Catholic education to all Hosenians, even in this remote setup. As we always say, together, we still can.
Thank you, Ms. Villafuerte. We assure you that the Academy will continue to hone our learners to become responsible Christian achievers by making all these student services available in the distance learning setup. Should you have any questions concerning our student services, you may reach them through the contact information as shown on the screen. For the guidance office and library, for the prefect of students and student activity, and for the health services. As parents of our dear students, you have a key role to play in assisting our teachers on our aims to raise standards of education and to secure improvements in the quality of education provided by the Academy. Thus, the San Jose Academy Parents Council always supports the work of the Academy in various ways that they can. Let us watch this video message of Mrs. Janet Agustin, our Parents Council President.
The last school year was the most challenging for all of us. But as we've stuck together with our tagline, "Together, we can," we have successfully completed the school year 2020-2021. We, the San Jose Academy Parents Council, would like to present our humble accomplishment this past school year. Projects. Year-round provision of load allowance for the school scholars. The Parents Council shared an amount of 3,000 pesos from November to March as additional help to the Academy scholar. Bereavement medical assistance. The Council had extended monetary assistance to some San Jose Academy families. Project participation. The Parents Council had supported and participated on the following school and church activities. Fourth Sunday Mass Ushers. The Council had served as usherettes during the 4 p.m. Mass at the San Jose de Navotas Parish. SNJA Foundation Week Thanksgiving Mass and Symbolic Coronation. Attended the Thanksgiving Mass and Symbolic Coronation. Pledge a small amount for St. Joseph image repainting. Pamaskong Handog Project. Allotted 12,000 pesos for the Pamaskong Handog bags. SNJA Family Day. Allotted 56,400 for the games and raffle prizes for students and teachers. Prepared raffle games for the teachers and other school personnel. SNJA Swag Hosenians Dinner Sponsorship. Dambana Concert Sponsorship. Serve as one of the major benefactor for the Dambana Concert of the Diocesan Shrine and Parish of San Jose de Navotas. It has not been easy at this time of pandemic, but we have accomplished all this because of the help and support of the following. Father Jerome Maria J. Cruz, Mr. Rafael Patrick Peco, Mr. Joji Juanerio, the SNJA parents. Our thanksgiving and praise to the Almighty Father for the guidance and direction. By His grace, we conquered and survived the school year. And as we move forward to the upcoming school year, together, we still can. Hail San Jose!
Thank you, Mrs. Agustin, for inspiring us with your efforts and commitment in supporting the Academy towards success. Once again, we would like to thank you, our dear parents, for being with us today. We hope that this orientation will help you to become more prepared as we start with our classes this school year. With the improved Flexed Leap Lite, let us continue to collaborate and make a transformative and lifelong learning possible for your children amidst the pandemic. With San Jose Academy, together we still can. This has been Miss Francis Erica Di Valencia, your host for today. God bless us all and hail San Jose. Before proceeding to the concurrent sessions, may I request everyone to please turn on your camera for a photo opportunity.
Okay po. So, first page po, smile lang po tayo. 1, 2, 3. Okay. Second page, 1, 2, 3. Third page na po tayo. 1, 2, 3. Fourth page. Okay, thank you very much po.
Thank you, Miss Dara. At this point, we shall have the concurrent sessions with your respective class advisors. You may now join the breakout session room according to the grade level of your child. Just simply press join a breakout room and find the current level at which you will be joining in. Thank you very much, dear parents. Have a nice day.